when I did my bike test, things were far more simple. You rode around some cones, you tick some boxes, and then you could go out and ride a 150 brake horsepower superbike. And I did, into a field, twice. As a result of the legislation changes in the licence, manufacturers have been forced to go out and reconsider their entire product lineup, and so now there is a massive range of A2 compliant motorcycles out there, like this one. But what if you want something with a little bit of personality? What if you want something that's Italian? Well, I've popped down to Cooperb Motorcycles in Northamptonshire today. They're a family-run dealership and they specialise in bikes with character. It's a right little find, this place. Not only do they sell motorcycles, but they sell apparel, they do servicing, and they also do ride-outs, so check it out in the description below. Cooperb Motorcycles are main dealers for both Royal Enfield and Benelli and have a range of A2 compliant bikes, but there's one in particular that I'm here to see. And it's called the Benelli 502C. No, fair enough, perhaps it's not the most imaginative name for an Italian bike, but perhaps that's because Benelli, who've been around since 1911, are owned by China's largest motorcycle manufacturer, we'll call QJ. So now you're all probably thinking that it'll be a cheap rip-off of all of the reliable Jap bikes, right? Well no, just look at it. It looks like the offspring of a well-known Italian power cruiser that we'll call a Spaghetti Bedazzle and a ginger Austrian brand that we'll call Auntie M. But that's not a bad thing. In my opinion, Benelli have got the styling bang on, and that's not all they've done well. Pitched as a cruiser, the 502C has forward-mounted pegs, making the riding position absolutely sublime. And it's not just about looks either, it's also practical. The seat height's about 750mm, and that'll make this bike very appealing to those of us who are more vertically compact. And its low centre of gravity makes it extremely stable at low speeds. Benelli have given this bike a monstrous 21-litre fuel tank plus a 3-litre reserve, meaning you'll most likely need to pee before this bike runs out of go-go juice. On the open road, it's easy to make progress. Whilst 47 brake horsepower isn't likely to send you back in time, it's more than enough to cruise along at 80 miles an hour, and if you wish, you can take it to a rather turbulent 100 miles an hour. I've not ridden the 502C in the wet, and nor do I have any ambition to, but I'm confident that the combination of the Angel ST tyres, the adjustable suspension and ABS will keep me upright. So it looks stunning, it rides really well, so it must cost £1 million, right? Well, no actually. Cooperb tell me that they'd sell me one of these for £5,200, and that includes a 2-year warranty. It's a lot of bike for the money. Ordinarily I would tell anyone that's buying an Italian motorcycle that breakdown cover should always come as standard, and it doesn't on a Benelli 502C. But in doing the research for this video, I haven't seen any negativity about the reliability of the Benelli whatsoever. It seems that the Chinese influence has definitely had an impact on Benelli overall. And just look at the thing, it's really well put together. There's things on this bike that you wouldn't get on a bike that costs 2, maybe 3 times as much. It's fair to say that I'm really into this bike, but there are some obviously Italian quirks. Whilst the styling of the Benelli is obviously Italian and quite shouty, they neglected to do the same with the exhaust, and sadly it's quite muted. But I suspect Cooperb Motorcycles will be able to help you out there. The 502C does have a full colour dash, which is really unusual for a bike at this price point, but it does have a really strange problem. So when the dash switches over to night mode, which is a great function, all of a sudden your fuel is on the other side. So now you think your bike has run out of fuel and that it's really cold or hot. It's just weird, I don't understand. Nighttime, daytime, playing a game of nighttime, daytime. Another issue with the dash is that it's got a comfort mode and a comfort mode and then a comfort mode. No possibility of changing that to anything else, so why is it there?
Yeah, fair enough, I'm probably being overly critical, especially when there are some really nice touches that Benelli have added into this bike.
It's got a cool LED headlight that looks like the Screaming Man by Picasso. LED indicators at the front and the back and the rear lights. And this cool little Benelli light that lights up at the back, just in case you forget that you're riding a Benelli. Changes in legislation and licence law have definitely benefited us all. It's forced manufacturers to go out and build a whole new range of affordable yet desirable A2 compliant bikes. And even for those with a full licence who are relatively experienced, these bikes definitely have curb appeal.
If you're looking for an affordable, comfortable but agile cruiser that stands out from the crowd, I definitely recommend the Benelli 502C. Thanks for watching. For more bike reviews, make sure that you hit the subscribe and notification buttons. Take care.